Good morning, students. Welcome back to the computer science class. Last class we completed what is list, how to create list, then how to access elements of a list, either reverse order or the forward order. Then at the end, how to change the list elements. Now we are dealing adding more elements in a list. In last class, how to change the value of an element in a list. We can change the single value or multiple range of values. Single value means list name within square bracket index position of the element then equal to value. That value will be changed. Range of value means start value to end value minus 1 position up to end value minus 1 position. You have to give the list of values separated by comma. Okay. Here adding more elements in a list. How to add more elements in a list? Instead of changing the values, existing values, we can add additional element in a list. In previous class we studied how to change the existing value. Now we add more values. That means more elements in a list. In Python, append function is used to add single element and extend function is used to add more than one element to an existing list. So list name dot append, list name dot extend. These are the syntax. So append means we can add single element at the end of the list. So already existing list having some elements. So we can add a single element at the end means we can use append. We want to change the existing value means existing value of an element means you can use index position equal to value or range of index position is equal to list of values. But add new value, new element to the list means at the end means at the same time only one element means you can use append. Suppose if you want to add more than one element, new elements at the end of the list means you can use extend function. That's all. So how it will work? We can see. In extend function, multiple elements should be specified within square bracket as arguments of the function. So here, while declaring the list name is equal to within square bracket list of values. The same thing, list name dot append or list name dot extend. The same list of values we can use. For example, my list is equal to 34, 34, 45 and 48. Only 3 elements. My list dot append of 90. Only one argument. Append adds only one value at the end. That value given as argument. That should be passed as argument to this append function. So now if you print this one means it will display like this. We can see this in our program. My list dot append. Print. We add one more line before appending value. Before appending value, we can use the same print statement. After appending value to the same, save as. List A P N D E X T append extend. Okay. So then run it. What will happen? Just assigning a list, then print the list. Then append one value to the list, the same list, then print the same list. What will happen? Here first initially the list of elements only shown. Initial elements only shown. After appending, again the print function calls my list. So it will display all the list of elements. So where it will be added at the end of the list. The new value of element 90 will be added at the end of the list. So only one value means we can use like this. In the above example explained here. Instead of this one. Extend means what will happen? The same thing. Extend means what will happen? Now, the same. What will happen? Again I run it. What will happen? Here, this print my list, print the initial list object. After appending, again it will be printed. After extend function, again it will be printed. In this extend function, the list of values means the values must be enclosed within square bracket and separated by comma. So all the list of values are passed as argument. Only one list value passed to argument. So this is this argument as a sublist. While passing it, it is act as a sublist to the extend function. These list of values appended one by one at the end of the existing list. So extend function just used to add more elements at the end of the more new elements at the end of the list. The list of values must be separated by comma and enclosed within square bracket. That must be careful. Here in append function we need not to give square bracket. Only one value passed, so the value directly passed within this parenthesis. Okay. So while writing in your examination, this kind of mistakes or errors you will make. So you have to clearly use the brackets. Okay. Okay. Then inserting elements in a list. You learned already append function in Python is used to add more than elements in a list, but it includes elements at the end of a list. If you want to include an element, you are decide person, you can use insert function. You can use insert function. The insert function is used to insert an element at any position of a list. So without using insert function, we can change the particular position element value. That insert function insert anywhere in the list. So list dot insert position index comma element. Position index comma element. So here suppose the same thing I can explain in this. Instead of append will insert at the end. We already seen. Instead of append, if you use insert, then 0, 90. What will happen? The 90 will be added. 90 will be added. Okay. What will happen? In the previous examples, 90 will be added at the end. But instead of append function, I am using list name dot insert function. This insert function here 0. 0 means first position. 1 means second position. 2 means third position. So you have here you have to remember each element's position. Then in which position if you want to insert the new element, you have to mention that index position. Okay. Then the value which should be added at that given this position. Okay. So here today we seen three important functions. What are these? append, list name dot append, list name dot extend, list name dot insert. What are the similarities and differences between them? Append function insert only one single element at the end of the list only. Extend function, what will do? Extend function, the same thing. At the end of the list, it will add element, but more number of elements. That must be enclosed within square brackets and separated by comma. Okay. Insert function, you have to pass two arguments. In which position that value, the new value will be added. This also insert only one single value. In which position it should be added. Okay. Then next one, deleting elements from the list. How to delete elements from the list? Because list is mutable. List is mutable means the list of values we can add, change, remove, delete, etc., etc. We can do all the changes or modifications, whatever we need. So lists are mutable, but tuples are immutable. We will learn later on after this list entire topic. Next we go for tuples. Okay, deleting elements from the list. How to delete element from the list? Very simple syntax. Del list of index of an element. Del list of index from to 2. Del list name. So three kinds of syntax are there. Here deleting the elements from the list. There are two ways to delete an element from a list. Via del statement and remove function. Del statement and remove function. Del statement is used to delete known elements, wherever remove function is used to delete elements of a list of its index is unknown. The del statement can also be used to delete entire list. So del can be used in three ways. So one is del function, another one is del statement, another one is remove function. Del statement delete one particular element, specified index position element, or from the range of elements, or entire list also deleted. Del, just del space name. So we can see this examples. Then okay, print my list. Then here I will modify it. So save as list del remove. Okay, some more value. Okay, here my list consists of how many elements? You can see 6 elements are there. So how to remove one particular element? So del space list name, my list of index position. Index position, which index position? Suppose my 2 mains. What will happen? The same list after that, if you will print, what it will display, you can see. So before del statement, we print the list. After del statement, we print the same list. What will happen? One element is missed. Which element is missed? The third element, second position of the list, third element. The value is 48 is missed in the second one. So particular value, single value, position value. Then next one is, for example, 1:4. Now what will happen? Here 1:4. So 1, 2, 3, not up to 4. 1, 2, 3 means position value 1, position value 2, position value 3. So these 3 elements will be deleted from the list. So the list only consists of only how many elements means how many elements? 3 elements. After this del function, you can display the same thing by using len function also. Instead of this one, if you display the same thing by using len function also. For example, len of, you can see what is the length, len of. These kind of questions asked in 1 mark. So initially the length is 6. After the del function, that is length is changed into 3. Suppose if you delete the entire list means the index value cannot be given. If you display now the same thing means what will happen? Error. Because the entire list object is deleted. So after that there is no scope for this mylist object. So again mylist object is used. So it will tell error message, type message, name error. Name mylist is not defined because that is already deleted in previous statement. So it will show an error message. Okay. So these are the things in your textbook example. You can also see the same thing. Okay, my subject is not defined. Okay, then remove. Suppose if you don't know the index position of the value means how to use remove directly. You can give the value, so that will remove the particular value from that. In the above code, pop function is used to delete particular element using its index value as soon as the element. Okay, the remove function we will see tomorrow. Only delete functions we can stop this. Okay, remove function, because the battery is low, there is no power, so we will again start from the deleting element by using remove function in tomorrow. Okay, thank you students.